Hey guys, what's going on? This is Roy Canday from Epic Gaming Night, and this is From Easy to Epic, where we talk about an easier game with a focus on the beginner, and we talk about a more epic game with a focus on advanced play. This week is all about covers that don't look that great or don't make you want to play the game. And for me, our easy game is going to be Love Letter. Letter is a competitive game for 2 to 4 players where players take turn drawing cards, trying to knock out their opponents or have the highest number card in their hand at the end of the game. You're trying to get favors to win the love of the princess. Love Letter is the game that started the whole micro game trend, but the original cover in the original game looks very like sweet and nice, and if you're playing it with your significant other, it might be a game that's really easy to get into. But if you're playing with more of your like gamer friends who are more hardcore, or like I tried to play this game with my uncle and just the theme wasn't doing it for him, and the way that the cards and the box looked was just like, oh, it's about, and you try to tell them the theme, it's about getting a love letter to the princess and stuff like that, and it's not super appealing. But once you get into the game, it's actually a lot of fun, and they've spawned off tons of different versions. So if you don't like the aesthetics of the original Love Letter, you can definitely get Batman or The Hobbit or the 37 other ones that they've come out with now. But a great little intro, filler, light, fast game. Love Letter, it's always tons of fun. For our next game, we're going to be talking about the game that started the whole deck building craze. And I think that the cover is a little bit hard to get into. That is Dominion. Dominion is a competitive game for 2 to 4 players where players start with a small deck of cards with cards that aren't very good, and they're trying to build up the deck by using the cards that they have to buy more cards, add them to their deck, draw them out, and play them in different combos to try to gain better cards and ultimately gain provinces which count as victory points. Dominion's definitely an amazing deck building game, and I feel like it's super epic with all the tons of expansions that they've come out with for the game, how you can mix and match and just have complete huge variety. But the covers on the boxes most of the time are pretty monotone, sort of like not super colorful and exciting, nothing too crazy going on them most of the time. And the original game, I remember seeing the game for the first time on a store shelf, and it was actually on clearance, and it was a very good price, and I looked at it, looked at the back, looked at the front, and I'm mostly like a super thematic player, so it didn't grab me right away, and one of my friends actually ended up buying it, and we played it, and we loved it a ton. There's so many different options for deck building games now, so it's hard to get this one to the table with my friends, mostly because it's not a super appealing theme, not as super exciting, so people normally pick other more fancier deck building games that they've come out with now. But the variety and the mixture and the fact that Dominion did it first still keep it amazing. So that's been our games with covers that aren't necessarily appealing, but the game itself is really great. So check us out next time. Hopefully I'll see you guys at Gen Con coming up later this week, and see you then. Peace.